Alright guys, we're back. We have another request. This one is Avenged Sevenfold, The Stage. Alright, let me explain to you guys my Avenged Sevenfold experience. I am a fan of Avenged Sevenfold, and it started a couple years ago, and I did what I always do, and that is I found an album, but I found a song, and then I found the album the song was on, and I locked into that album. And that album was Nightmare. I know Nightmare in and out and upside down. I could probably recite all the words to all the songs on the Nightmare album. But I didn't go any further than that. You'd think as a fan of Avenged Sevenfold I would expand? No. Why would I do that? I already found what I liked. It's right here. It's called the Nightmare album. And I never really went any further than that one album. So this is The Stage, which I know is not on that album. And if I have seen this, it might have been when I clicked on somebody's playlist, A7X playlist, and it just happened to be one of the songs. But this is literally the first time it's ever been in front of me with me paying attention, actually listening to the words and sitting down with the song. I don't know for sure if I've heard this song. The video, this first thumbnail kind of looks familiar. I don't know. So that's the truth of it. If it's anything like the Nightmare album, though, I'm gonna love it. And yes, I know all the backstory with the, the drummer, and yeah, I know all that stuff as well. So, I am a fan of A7X. I just kind of got fixated on one album of theirs and haven't really gone anywhere else, except for, like I said, I had a playlist, maybe playing somebody else's playlist in the background. I may have heard a few songs not on that album. Anyway, big shout out to these guys. Thank you very much for requesting songs. Request link is in the description below. Let's clean this screen up and let's just check this out. And it's 8 minutes and 30 seconds long, so strap in. This is a nice long one. You guys know I like nice long ones, so let's see what this is about. Okay, this just brings so much to mind. First of all, sitting here watching this, my first thought was, God, aren't human beings horrible, horrible creatures? They're just horrible. I mean, if you look at history, I mean, story after story, and they displayed it here so well. The things we do to each other, the things we do, you know, it's always been said that, one person's terrorist is another person's freedom fighter, and, like, there's always two different sides, and blah, 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 and but really, when you get down to it, it's such a waste of life and waste of effort, waste of money, waste of lives, But then they kind of showed, right at the end, pushing the button. That brought up an interesting thing, because I forget what the saying is exactly, but it's something like, if we ever have World War III, World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. It'll basically reset, and that's kind of what it showed there. So, lots of interesting stuff here. And then, of course, right at the end, it shows the puppeteers. Who's controlling it all? And it was like, I think I saw Hillary Clinton up there, and I don't know, a bunch of politicians working the strings of the rest of us, the masses. But then there's something else working their strings. And it looked like a Grim Reaper, but, I guess that's up for interpretation. Very interesting song. That's the thing about Avenged Sevenfold. They don't mess around too much. They get right to the meat of things, and I also know that the lead singer's voice, I forget his name now, but people either love it or hate it. I found that through the forums, through internet, whatever. People either love this band or hate this band. And I think you know what camp I'm in. And I find that interesting, because I think he has a fantastic voice. But some people find it nasally, or, but I don't. I think I think he does a great job singing. And then there was that whole thing with the Rev, and, that tragedy as well. So, I don't know, I've always kind of followed these guys in a way, but never beyond Nightmare. So, if anybody does request any Avenged Sevenfold, just keep in mind, I've heard all of Nightmare album. But anything outside of that is probably fair game. I've either heard it in passing and didn't pay much attention, or haven't heard it at all. So, that's kind of where we are sitting at with A7X. Anyway, great pick, great song. Big shout out to these guys. Thank you very much for requesting these songs. That's 3 today we did. We did the morning metal song. We did Ren in the middle because he dropped a new one. And we did Avenged Sevenfold at the end. Dan Basque in the morning. That's right. And yeah, it's been a busy day. Alright, I'm going to get off here, let you get back to your whatever it is that you're doing, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.